Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. My nickname is Corn, and I am joining 5 open collabs today. The first one, because it's a Wednesday, is Embellish With Us Wednesdays. It is hosted by Lilo Crafts, which is Raina, and Marianne's Craft Corner. The second one is Let's Do Die Cutting Monday, which is hosted by Tree Craft On and Kathy's Creative Crafts and More. The third one is Sticker Saturday, and our hostess is Crafting Rose. The fourth one is Twinchy Thursday. Our hostess is Janet, and her channel name is Crafts and Tea with Janet K. The fifth one is Stamp Play, and our hostess is Susan's Heartstrings. And I think a lot of us, when we create cards, can be involved in one or all of these open collabs. And I'd like to thank each one of them for doing these open collabs, because we can do them one week and then we might, with life and other things, especially with the holidays coming up, not be able to join for a while, and for people to be understanding and just, when you can, please do, is their motto and their attitude, which is lovely for someone like me, because no stress, no strain, because I think a lot of y'all know if I get stressed out, I get sick. So, anywho. So, I've done 4, and then I thought we could do the 5th one together. Okay, so I'm going to sit down for a minute. And first off, let me show you, when I talk about my embellishments, do you all do this? Do you put die cuts and other items for embellishments in a little plastic bag, and then you, when it's time to go looking for something for the holidays, drag it out of the bin? And well, I don't know how long ago I got these, and one just fell on the floor, by the way. But those little cards, they're tags that you can put on your gifts at Christmas time, and they're folded over. Let me just get a piece of scrap paper. Okay. They're just, they're real cute. They look like this, and then they usually have, oh, now see, something of mine stuck to this. One of my die cuts stuck to it because there's still a little glue on it from when I bought it. And then they'll be on the front, And they'll have, like, this one just has one. You can see where I took it off, but it just had like one foam dot there. And then just stick it on there, and then you write to, from, in here. Well, I saw these, and I thought they were just precious. So I took them off. And yes, I recycled the little card part, but I just thought they were so cute that I needed to have them as embellishments. They do have glitter. There's glitter red stripe here. There's glitter on his, and the red stripe of his scarf. And there is glitter here on his hat. So they do have glitter on them, plus they're just cute, and as you can see, they're nice and sturdy. So what I did is I just took them out, and it was 2 of each, and I just took them off and put them in my little bag over here a year or 2 or over. I'm not sure how long ago. Well, the 2 dogs, as if you're looking at it right now, those 2 doggies, the little huskies, aren't they precious? They, I had to use both of those on this card because you know how I am. There's a story. Well, first off, here's my embellishments, okay, that I got from those cute little cards. I think it was either Dollar Tree or Walmart. I'm not exactly sure. Then we have die cuts. Boom, 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 boom. And this, if you remember, on the gingerbread cards that I did, this is the leftovers from the house. And I had just, because it was scalloped here, so I had to, you know, cut it so that I could use it. And I was thinking about doing something different, but I kept looking at it because it was just a green piece. And I thought, you know what? That looks like a doghouse to me. So there's a story behind, because I thought, ooh, this piece of paper that has the little, see the little gold dots? I hope that the camera's picking that up. I thought, ooh, that's beautiful. The green is perfect for the green doghouse. Well, I thought there's got to be a story there. So here's our little boy. He's been dating our little girl. And they're not serious yet. At least she's not, but I'll tell you why I think he is. So when I saw his doghouse and I saw this, I said, well, my goodness, your wallpaper that you used on the inside of your house is absolutely beautiful. And he said, thank you. That's because she came with me and picked it out. And I said, oh, are y'all engaged? And he said, no, but I'm hoping to ask her this Christmas. So, you know, I'm letting y'all in on a little secret here. But don't tell her. Shh, it's a secret. So, when it came to the candy canes, the die only goes this, you know, this way. But I flip it over, and then I you know, my little, you know how the little edges come up? I put the edges back down with my bone folder. And then I get out my Tombow markers. This one is in 723. And make my little candy canes. Now these are supposed to represent, you know how they have the candy cane yard stakes now? Well, that's what they're supposed to be. And of course, our little huskies each have a candy cane treat in their mouth. And then I can show you this. I can't show you all of the dies I use because, to be very honest and blunt, they're in a stack beside me, and something has already fallen in the floor. Two things, by the way. And I don't want everything to fall. But there are the lights. And I did have to cut the bows off because my doghouse is too small. And then I also used, here's the star, and here is the candy cane. Now, y'all, you all, if you do it in the red cardstock and then you do these little pieces are teeny, 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 tiny. I was like, nah, I'm getting out my Tombow marker and putting them on myself. I was like, that's a little too small for me. Well, I could do it, but it was like time-wise. So, anywho, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And with my stamping, I did deck the halls because I knew we were going to deck the hall. No, yes. Yes, I'm silly. I've never said I wasn't. And so I brought it because, you know, I wanted to match the dots in the wallpaper. And so she got a gold bow. So, and this is done with, this is heat embossed. The embossing powder is from Ranger. And I use my Wow heating tool. And then we have this little fella. Now, this little fella is a little rascal. As you see, look, he is smiling so much that his eyes are closed, so you know he's up to some mischief. Now, you know he is. So we've got die cuts, we've got stamping, we've got punches, we've got more punches, and then we've got that little penguin that we've embellished, and another punches on our corners. So the story behind this one is that he's got a candy cane to tell his friend, you know, hey, Herman, come on up. Yes, Herman the penguin. Yeah, I know. I don't know why his mom and daddy was thinking that, but anyway. So he was like, Herman, come on over. Look, I got a candy cane for you. Come on. And Herman knows his friend. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I wonder. And you see what he's got? He's got all these snowballs around him. And when Herman comes over to get his candy cane, he's going to have a little snowball fight with him. Now, isn't he a rascal? I told you he was. I wasn't kidding about that. Oh, and these look great upside down. You can tell how prepared I was today. Now, hopefully you can see I stamped in clear embossing powder, which the clear is white, as y'all know. I stamped Season's Greetings in the clear, thinking I had it in the white. So it, you can still read it if you hold it a certain way. So hopefully the recipient will be like, oh, okay, there it is. And again, that's Ranger embossing powder. Die cut, die cut, die cut, die cut. This is our darling little piece of ephemera that we have reused and recycled. This is a stamp and die cut. The gold, again, is from Ranger. Also, I took white, like the white jelly roll and other white markers and did the snow. And then I also put some stickles on top of that on the branches. This is the one that's stamp and then die cut. And that's from Hampton Art. And then I went ahead because I wanted it to have a tree trunk, not all one color, although I have one that's coming up we're going to do together that's all one color. But I wanted it, especially since we're outside. It is snowing. And the deer is, what I love is this little deer is looking at the tree like, what's that doing out here in the middle of, you know, because town is back here. What you're seeing, if you're seeing this little red, that's the red brick chimneys on the houses. And so he's looking over at that like, is that meant for me? Maybe that's meant for me. Maybe they'll put some reindeer food under there. At Christmas time. So, and then I just took my glitter white paper and cut it to where I thought it looked like the snow on the ground. Here comes the snowflakes in this paper, snowflakes in the die cuts. Okay. And then this one, very similar, except this tree, it's the same thing. It's a Hampton Art. It had 3 different trees. And I did get to do this one with the white embossing powder. And then I took, Tina Kazarian gifted me like 4 years ago these darling teeny tiny jimmies. And hopefully they're shining and speaking like they are in front of me. Excuse me. And then I stamped Season's Greetings and die cut that and did my ink around there. This is a sticker. That's a little sticker. Wait a minute, there's one other that I'm supposed to say is a sticker. Where did that go? Oh, we're going to work with it. Okay. That's where it went. Again, I like to take my scissors and do the snow like that. Again, this is the paper with all the snowflakes on it. And then this is our little snowman, that's the ephemera. And then here's his son, who's following behind him, carrying the presents to put under the tree outside. And Dad's got the star that goes on top. And Dad is remembering how wonderful it was while he was growing up, how all his life he's been the one to put the star on the top of the tree. And when he was real little, his daddy used to put him on his shoulders so he could reach it. And he was thinking, isn't this wonderful? I'm still putting the star on the top of the tree. Well, you'll know what's coming. I don't have to tell you. Here he comes. His little boy is right behind him. Little Bobby is right behind him. And he's like, Dad, 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 Dad. You know how it goes. And Dad's like, yes, son, after like the 4th or 5th time. And he goes, because he's thinking about, you know, he's got his memories going. And he said, Daddy, can I put the star on the top of the tree? And his dad, part of him is like, oh oh my, I don't get to do it this year. But they started thinking about it. And he turned around to little Bobby and said, climb upon my shoulders. He's a good daddy. he's a good pop. So what we're going to do, oh my mercy. Yes, I am a talker and I am tired, y'all. And when I get tired, I get to talking even twice as much. Here's what we're going to do. Here's the last one. Here's our little envelope, and here's the card base was already made. This came from Michael's years ago, and it was one of those $1.50 deals that was on sale. So I had already die cut the tree, and I just love this pink glitter paper. Just love it. And then with my white glitter paper, I took my regular hole punch and made my ornaments there for the tree. Then this is a sticker that I have put on cardstock and then fussy cut around it because I thought, do I want it up? But I don't, because the tree is, I can't, because the tree needs to go on a section of it, unless I put the tree up too, which I did not have that in mind. Then here's our little nutcracker. Isn't he cute? I think that's such a cute one. And he's got little sprinkles on his head. And a peppermint belt buckle. I just thought that was precious. And so we're going to pick up, one thing I did with all of these, they are already fussy cut for you, you know, to put on the front of that tag. And so what I tried to do is stay as close with the color of the background as possible to put them on. You know what I mean? So that it would blend nicely instead of just, like if it were white, it would just stick out so much. And then I went ahead, let's see, I should have, yeah, there's the fourth one. I went ahead and did those same little punches with the regular paper punch and went with my Tombow marker and made my little peppermints. So I thought we could put him over here. And then I fussy cut out of cardstock these little gifts. So I thought maybe we could do these together. Let's see. Alrighty. So first off, we're going to put down this piece of paper. Okay. And I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac, because as most of y'all know, if you've been here before, thank you. And if you're new, thank you too. That I love me some Fabri-Tac. I just love it. One thing with Fabri-Tac though is you can't get right up to the edge, because it'll ooze out on you. You can get close, you know, but not right up to it. So I got to make sure that I'm straight, guys, too. So you will see a little bit of this, and then I've got to pull it up towards me because this is going to go out to someone. I'm not making it for me. Okay. Alrighty. And yes, you will see glitter on everything. I have a little vacuum for the desk. You should see it. I had to empty it. It was so much glitter. Christmas is here. Let's see. Sometimes I use one side instead of the other. I'm going to use this one instead. Flip it over. And this I went around with Kitsch Flamingo. But it didn't have a lot of ink on the dauber. So it stayed lighter. So how are you all doing? Are you all getting Christmas done? Or are you like, Corn, it's still fall. For Pete's sake, we're doing Thanksgiving and stuff. As you see, I not only moved on, I raced away almost, you know. I was like, ah, because I had to do these cards. I'm almost at the end, to be honest, because I have so many other things I have to do. And I understand when people have to buy their cards and they are paper crafters. I get it 100% because, you know what I'm saying? It just, you've got so much to do. That's where that little foam dot was. At this time of year with baking and sometimes handmade items, there was a time in my life, not now, but there was a time in my life where I made all my Christmas gifts. Woo. At one time, I even did stuff from the garden when we had one. I did zucchini bread, the loaves, and I had some people were like, thank you. And other people were like, I look forward to this every year. But we had the most beautiful zucchinis, you know? So, let's see. This has to go. Let's see. Rose, there's one of my stickers. I hope you all do know all of these wonderful ladies that have these collabs because they really are super, super sweet. They really are. And creative and talented, and I hope you all know them. I'm going to place these where I think that it should be because if I don't, I'm going to get very upset if I've, you know, done something wrong. If I place something somewhere where it shouldn't be. And then with the gifts, I had in mind, I don't even know if you can see, they're so tiny. Can you see them? There's little jingle bells on this one. So cute. So I usually try to put one down there. That's green one. Then the red box, and then the pink one. The pink one just has a little holly on it. So cute. But I thought maybe, yeah. What do you think? Ooh, my tree is almost off of there. Let's do like so. Yeah, there, we can do that. So I can take this off now. You see, it's the tree is going to be on the sticker. And that's why I'm not going to put it up on foam. And yes, some of you might think, well, Corn, you could have just put the sticker on there. I did not know at the time. You know what I'm saying? I did not know that's what I was going to do. Oh, for you. Let's get that straight. Okay. Have you ever been really, really tired and you just keep going and going and going, and at one point you're like, I need to stop. That's where I was this morning. And then I thought, no, let's do a craft with me and join all those collabs, which I thought would be so much fun, you know, to excuse me, to join all of them. I thought, oh, fun, 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 fun. Now, for our little things, I'm going to use art glitter glue. And maybe we should do the gifts first. And I've got glue on my fingers, which is always fun. And I've got a lot of glue on my tweezers. Okay. And yes, I have to get this kind of close to my face because of my eyesight. I'm not complaining. I thank God I can see still, so. Let's put this one right by the tree. It's got pink roses on the top of it. How yummy is that? I didn't put them directly on the pink line, but we're close. You think, she really does have poor eyes. I say, yep. And what happens is if I'm not doing a video, I get things extremely close to me. I want to see those bells. So I'm going to go like that. And I moved it a little bit. So, there. Then we got to put in our peppermints, and then we're done with this one. Yay! See, I was all talkative and stuff at first, but you can see, uh-oh, she's winding down. I told myself to go to sleep first, but do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to do the video and have it all ready for when it's time. Now, I'm going to flip this, y'all, when I do these next two. Do y'all do that, or do you do it all just the one way? So you see, I did stickers and die cutting and stamping and ephemera and I tried to do them all. And embossing. And, oh, as you saw, a little bit of everything. So that's the one we did together. And bless your hearts, you've been with me long enough. So I'm going to let y'all go after I put the other ones out here. Let's take this away since we've already used it. And we're going to come in with our little snowman and our little deer and our little rascal penguin and our darling couple that we wish success from the proposal. And I'd like to thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.